Okay, so basically right here, we'll just bring up some of Aaron's swing analysis for a moment. And if we look at the swing summary at the beginning, what we saw he had, he's pretty open, right? He was 16 degrees open with his hips, 23 degrees open with his upper body to begin with. Posture was okay. We're not going to worry about 2 degrees here. And you could see he was up in like the 61-degree range with his hip turn. So one of the things I'd like to see from him is to start to reduce some of that hip turn and get the right knee over his right foot just a little bit more.
Right.
So we saw that part. And then if we look here, like he only has like a 28-degree X factor difference between his hips and his shoulders at the top of the swing. I want to see if we can widen that just a little bit or make that a little greater between those. So, the rest of it was pretty good. I mean, he's within like a degree or two. His upper body movement is pretty solid. If we look at his efficiency of his movement, he's got good acceleration lines. This one, he actually had his hips go first. Most of the time we see his hips trail. I'll give you an example of that here for a moment. We go back here and load his motions again. You can see like the next swing that he made. And we go into this part here. You can see it was 25 degrees open, 15 degrees. Hips were 58 degrees, right? Quite a bit of movement there. And then his efficiency with his movement.
Mm-hmm.
You can see the transition sequence was upper body first, followed by the hands.
Right.
Followed by that. That's why he's got to learn to get loaded a little bit better on that side. Okay?
Right.
All right. So we went back, and then if we look at this here, and we look at, let's say, one of the last ones, and we look at his report. You can see right here, he started to his X factor from 28 degrees went to like 40 degrees, which means he's generating more torque in his body.
Right.
In the backswing, and that's reducing his hip turn, right?
Right.
Which is good. And then still a little bit out of whack with his efficiency of his movement. So it's still 3-2-1. He's good with, the way it decelerates, but his rotational speeds are all pretty solid.
Right.
Okay. And here we just need to improve this area, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that means getting a better position up top. We'll talk a little bit about his backswing and stuff later on, but just for Doug, this is the address line, this is the top of the swing, this is impact. Anything below this horizontal gray line means he's moving away from the target.
Mm-hmm.
The red line is his hips, green line is his upper body, brown line is his hands, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what we're looking for the hand and the upper body to eventually move one piece. So we do have a little bit of work to do here,
right?
Away from the golf ball. Right now, it's mostly hands moving first,
right?
And then we need to see the hips start to go forward first, followed by the upper body. That's more efficiency with the transfer.
That's what we've been trying to work on. Remember that you're one piece back, so you're not getting all hands, buddy. Okay.
And then I don't know what this is. Kind of his golf swing right here. You can see how much the hips were turning right there, right?
Right.
See right up at the top there.
Right.
So, we'd like to try and change that up a little bit, or if we look at it from, let's go right here again. So that's where we like to try and change that up.
Right.
And then you can see here, if we look at the move going forward, see, you don't see the separation with the hips, right? Mm-hmm. See how the upper body is kind of dominating,
right?
Through there. So eventually we're going to see those hips go first, and then again, that was his biomechanics, pelvic bend. That part looks pretty solid. Not that he needs to know about this right now. Upper body's good, and then here's his X factor. With his hips and his, it's like here he's up in that 40-something degree range, which is good. Okay. Make sense? Okay.
Yep. It's awesome.